you've been texting women and your texts are bland. And this is why women fly away and run away from you. So today in this clip, in this video, we are going to find out how to stop that. I'm going to tell you how to fix it. So watch this video. If all of a sudden when you text girls, you feel unsure about what you're about to do, what you're about to text, and your fears actually get confirmed. A little later, you see that the girl is falling off and stops being interested, stops texting you, and ultimately ghosts you. This is because when you text, then please don't take it personally. This is just how us men communicate. This is natural for us. It's just that when you text, you're texting information, and that's not what girls are interested in. Girls are interested in emotion. Their language is emotion. So you need to evoke that emotion. So today, I'm going to tell you 4 or 5 things that I just did with this girl that I've been chatting here. And I'm going to tell you the story as well. I'm going to give you an update on my personal dating life as well. So that you can use these techniques, evoke emotion, get the girl back interested, and ultimately take her out on a date and hopefully create a relationship with her, because that's what we're trying to do. If you want help with all that, link is in the description and you can work with me. Now, backtracking, or not even backtracking, it's like, this is what's been happening in my personal dating life. I came here to Greece a few days ago, and I've been talking to a couple of girls. I've been kind of like venturing out every day, talking to a couple of girls, collecting a couple of numbers. This is what I did today, for instance, and I'm just making it happen like little by little. It's like short, small bursts that are effective. You don't need too much time. Like collect a number here, a number there, text the girl, go out on a date. So I was at the gym last night, my first gym session in Greece, back on track. I feel amazing. I had my push day, and it was incredible. Coming out of the gym with a pump. And also, in the gym, my first day at the gym, I made sure to make friends and to talk to people. Of course, it does help working out the way I do, because like when I work out, I feel like people kind of like, I feel looks on me, because like I know what I'm doing. I'm very dominant. I'm very mindful of my space. But at the same time, I make sure to be friendly, to be proactive and make friendships. So I met a cool guy that does work at the gym, or a couple of dudes that work at the gym. And a girl came up to me and asked me if she can work in, because I was doing like cable somethings, cable fucking pull downs, well, cable elbow extensions for tricep extensions. Okay. So as you can imagine, I was already in a chatty mood, because I made sure to work the gym as a social place, as a social circle place, which is what you should be doing as well. Of course, by the way, side tangent, if you're at the gym and you like a girl, it is way better for the girl to, and I'm going to make a separate video on that because it's a whole subject of itself, in and of itself. It's better for the girl to see you kind of like being social with other people, people kind of like dabbing you up and shit, and then you can talk to her, okay? So this is kind of what happened. So finish the gym, I'm in a chatty mood, pump is on, let's fucking go. So I go out and I'm like, let's make this happen. Let's not go straight home. Let's invest 15 minutes and go around the block a couple of times. Just catching a vibe, relaxing, just walking by myself, and maybe something will happen. And what do you know? Something does happen. There's across the street, there's 3 girls kind of like coming back from a night out, because it was pretty late at that point. And I see them, I'm like, okay, 2 of them are cute. One of them looks like a crazy feminist, so let's go and see what happens and explore. So I go over across the street. I walk behind them faster, kind of like passing them. And as I was passing, they were chatting about one of the girl's ex-boyfriends. So I jump naturally in the conversation. And half a block later, I'm exchanging numbers with that girl. Great. Now, this point in my life, I'm feeling like, okay, we can let love land a little bit. I can, be closer to girls emotionally. And so I'm like, okay, let's just text for the sake of texting. Let's shoot the shit. Let's give the other person a little attention. That's cool. Let's do it. So I did it. And a client of mine asked me showed me his text this morning. And he asked me what he was doing wrong and what he could improve. So I look at my text with this girl, and something just happened as well. She just texted me. Maybe. Yeah. and I'm going to add what just happened to the tips I'm going to give you as well. But I look at this text, and I recognize like 2, 3, 4 things that I was doing. And so let me walk you through all of them so that you know how to stop making or having bland conversations on text, and instead have conversations that are just like playful, evoking emotion, and making sure that the girl stays interested and comes out and meets you. So the first thing that I want you to do is compliment her energy. Okay, I hope the phone's been dead because it's been next to the mic the entire time. Compliment her energy, because this is good. Complimenting a girl's energy is one of the best compliments you can make her. You don't even have to have met her in person to do that. You can do that over the phone. You can say, I can feel your energy over the phone. It's amazing. And girls do appreciate it. Now, let's go to the texts and fire them up and see. One thing that you can definitely do is banter. It's like make fun of her, and we'll see exactly how in a couple of steps. But don't take any of the texting too personally, is what I'm trying to say here. If she's being ironic with you, just be ironic back. You can do that. It's fine. So one thing I did here is I started asking her about her life. Like, what kind of a person are you? Like, what are your habits? What time do you usually go to bed? This is cool because it shows her that I'm truly interested in her as a person, as a character, and I'm not just trying to get my dick wet. There's nothing wrong with that, but some girls want to also, pursue a relationship. So that's amazing. However, that's very bland, right? Like, this is simply asking the girl dry information about her. Like, she's going to volunteer, or not even volunteer the information, but like she's going to comply and give you the information. But if you keep doing that, it's just bland. It's not like if you keep doing that, like the vibe is going to drop and drop and drop until ultimately she's whatever. Like, she quits, basically. Okay. So one of the things that I started doing there is I asked her, so are we going to have a love-hate relationship? So this is called the push and pull. And this is great because this is the first time she feels like, okay, there's a little bit of a challenge here. Something is challenging me. It's not that simple. It's a little bit of an attack. Like, it's a little bit of an intrigue as well. Like, why hate? Like, what's going on here? Why do you want to hate me, right? And then that's immediately she's like writing me some questions like, what's happening here? So the first technique I want to tell you is push and pull. The way you push and pull is you say something good followed by something bad, or something bad followed by something good. Now, make sure that whatever point in the conversation it makes sense to follow it up with the right sequence of push and pull. Here's what happens. If you push-pull or pull-push, the latter, the second statement or whatever, is the one that hits, is the one that has the significance, is the one that has the power. So if you first pull and then push, so first is the compliment and then it's the negative thing, it's the negative thing that your argument focuses on. So if the time in the conversation, it's if you've been telling her very many good things about her, maybe you want to balance it out by doing a quick push-pull in a way where the last thing you say is a bad thing about her. And now it's challenging and she has to fight back. She has to win you over. Now, if you have been telling her, like if you've been challenging in the conversation and kind of like giving her the cold shoulder and like making it hard for her or making her work for it, now you can do it the opposite where you can give her a push-pull where the last thing that you say is something positive and it's like alleviating, it's like relieving, it's like a great emotion to bring her back to like base, to resolve the conversation. So that's the first technique I wanna give you here. Now the next one is one of my favorite ones, and it's the cold read. That means that you need to show her that you understand some things about her merely by the way she operated or the way she talked, the way she looked at you, something that's hidden, some information that is not available, that shouldn't be available to you. Especially when you're meeting a girl for the first time where you just met her, you cold read her, you tell her something about herself, and all of a sudden she's like, oh my God, how does this guy know me so well? Like, what the fuck? It's gonna freak her out a little bit because if suddenly we are read, like we feel like somebody can look at us like an open book, that can make us a little bit uncomfortable because sometimes we like to hide things about ourselves. But also at the same point, so you use it sparingly, right? But at the same point, this also creates closeness. This tells her that I care about you enough to like try to understand you. So I'm not just trying to like get my dick wet again. Like I'm interested in you and like I want to like understand you. And battery's running low. Okay, let's switch the battery. Cool. Where were we? We're talking about a cold read, right? Cold reading the girl, important. It shows that you care. It shows that you are competent in reading her. It shows that it might freak her out, so use it a little later in the interaction when the timing is right. But at the same time, it shows that you are competent and you want to create a relationship, and it brings you closer. And I wanted to say something else about cold reading as well. So cold reading might be a little challenging for you because you might not quite know who she is, right? Like how are you supposed to cold read her if you don't understand her? So number one point is, make an effort to actually understand her, duh. And number two, or in number one, you can also say that just be a little perceptive about how she acts, what she says, the way she operates. But there's a hack. You can also always say that girls are stubborn, demanding, and impatient. Because all girls are kind of like that, but it's also like a little bit of like a quirk, and it's kind of nice and it's kind of cute. So girls don't take it personally when you tell them that they are this way in a good sense. So this is something that's definitely gonna help you, because when you cold read a girl, this is gonna evoke emotions. Oh yes, I know what I wanted to say, which is the most important part about cold reading. You are talking about her, and she is her own favorite subject. So in the moment that you talk to a girl about herself, immediately she's interested in what you have to say. And why am I stubborn? How did he know that about me? Okay, so I did this to this girl. I'm like, you're very stubborn. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, as a character. She's like, yeah, but how did you know? Right? So to which I responded, I'm not gonna tell you on text, which is really cool because it opens a loop and it makes her want to meet me now. It makes her want to there's something pending. There's some unresolved business between me and her. Like we have shit to chat about. So when the time comes for me, and I'm gonna make a different video about how to sequence your text and like how to go from A to Z, right? But when it's time for me to ask her out, in her mind it's gonna be like, okay, yeah, it makes sense because we have things to talk about. Now, so we did the compliment her energy. We did the cold read, and we did the push and pull. The next one is refer to your relationship, assume familiarity with her. For example, like one thing that you can do is say that, oh, we're getting married. Like, when are we getting married? Or we're getting a divorce. Play like this, like tease her like that. This is part of teasing, I guess. Tease her like that because this is going to evoke a crazy emotional response for her. Do you see how like these are ways that you can completely unbland your text and like make it interesting for her and make it emotional for her and kind of like tease her like that and keep her interest. And the next one I want to tell you is the cliffhanger. So if you think air traffic control communication, this is kind of like the opposite of texting a girl. Like, air traffic control needs to be succinct, completely effective, transmit the maximum amount of information in the minimum amount of data or of time, and like be precise. And you would never ask a pilot from the tower, can I confess something? And like, you would immediately confess what there is to be confessed, right? But if you ask a girl, can I tell you something? And just like, she answers yes, and then let her hang for like 2 hours. She's like, not text anything. It's gonna drive her crazy. So it's these things, it's not even the thing that you're saying, but to that, you add the time that you let her wait. Like, if you can make a girl wait, that is super powerful. And that goes for in person as well. If like she waits for you to complete a task or to go somewhere, to come back from somewhere, this means that she likes you. And if you can, the opposite is true as well. If you make sure that like it's kind of unsure if she likes you or not, but you make her wait for you and then you come back, she likes you more after you've come back because now she's waited for you, if that makes sense. And well, the last one is intrigue. Which, once she asks you a question, instead of answering a question, you just continue on your own train of thought. And it's not rude. You can just easily do it. And you can just like simply continue your last sentence. So for example, I said, can I confess something? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I like it when a girl's got character. And then then I double texted because I texted the next thing that I wanted to say, but it's still a good example of like how you can keep continuing on your own thread, even if she asks you something or she says something. You can just ignore what she said and continue on your own thread. So the next thing I said was like, so I said, I like it when the girl's got character. And then I said, but only in the right way. This second bit that I texted like both together, like both bubbles together. But at the same time, I could have texted, she could have asked me something. She could have said, so what do you mean what do you mean exactly when you're saying like the girl's got character? And then I could have ignored that question and said, but only in the right way. And then you'll see how she jumps back on my thread. And she can ask me, what do you mean the right way? Or something like that. So like, it is me that's guiding the conversation. Get it? So, well, that's really cool. And something that just happened as well is this. She asked me what I do for a living. I'm like, I'm a personal development coach. I'm a personal growth coach. And she's like, what do you mean by personal growth coach? I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, she's like, explain to me what you mean by personal growth coach. I'm like, No. Please explain to me what you mean. So she's like, oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean to be rude. So in that way, I just demonstrated that I got boundaries. You can't talk to me like that. You gotta address me in the right, proper way. We don't know each other yet very well. So make sure that you address me properly, because we want to be polite to each other, right? And of course, she complies. She makes an effort to show me that she is polite to me and she's not trying to start some beef. So, so yeah, that's that's a crazy video, bro. But that's like, yeah, those are like really good ways to create emotions in your text with women. Take them to the negative, take them to the positive, and bring them back to base. And they're gonna be happy to text you. They're gonna be on their phone like crazy, because like this girl, I didn't text her back after I told her that she's impolite. I haven't texted her yet because this happened just before the video, right? And now she's probably like checking her phone every 5 minutes to see what happened. 'Cause earlier she wasn't that sure if she likes me, but now like I've disapproved of her, right? So now she's like, okay, did I screw it up? Oh, like, and it's only when we screw it up, it's only when we lose something that we understand its value, right? So this girl is like, okay, I didn't want to mess up. So yeah, I'll keep you posted with what happens with her and all the other girls that I've been seeing, because the 2 girls that I'm seeing are now out of town on vacation. So I'm expecting them back like probably next week. We'll see where we take it from there. I'll keep you posted. If you enjoyed this video, click subscribe, click like. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.